Okay, go.
Pleasant good afternoon. Welcome to Fort Montagu. My name is Raquel. I am one of the tour guides for the site. Kindly and carefully watch your steps coming up with me. Watch your heads as well. Now, if you have any questions during the tour, please feel free to ask. Fort Montagu was built in the year of 1742 by Peter Henry Bruce. He was an engineer and was named after the Duke of Montagu as a sign of respect. The fort is situated here in the eastern part of the island to protect the city's harbor from invaders. Blyden's Battery southwest of the fort was also built to help assist with protecting the harbor. This fort is made up of the main formation of the island, coral and limestone. The limestone was soft, so it was easily cut without much labor. Once mortar was added and it was exposed to the open air, it would harden very quickly. To test the strength of this structure, shots from an 18-pounder cannonball was launched into the walls. Mounted here in the forts are 4 cannons. These are not the original cannons. The original cannons were shipped back to England in 1844 to 59. So what you see here today are just the replacements. The fort originally contained a rainwater cistern which held up to 30 tons of rainwater, but has since been covered up. Also here in the fort is a heating furnace. Watch your steps. This is where they heated all the cannonballs really hot before they were placed into the cannons. Back then the ships were wooden, so they would create hot shots from great balls of fire. Watch your steps. They also had a barracks where the soldiers rested and a powder magazine where they stored 95 barrels of gunpowder along with the ammunitions. This area here was considered to be bomb-proof, or so they thought. Not only was Fort Montagu the eldest fort on the island, but it was the only fort to experience any action. In 1776, the fort was captured by the Americans, who hung their flag for 24 hours. It was the U.S. military's first operation. Then again in 1782 by the Spanish. Then the British regained control once again under Colonel Andrew DeVore of South Carolina. Now looking on the ledge of the fort, watch your steps as you come around. Watch your head once again. You can get a beautiful view of Paradise Island in the eastern part of the island. Okay, looking straight to the west, we have 2 bridges. The first bridge takes you across the Paradise Island, was built in the late 1990s, and recently renamed the Sir Sidney Poitier Bridge. The second bridge that brings you across from Paradise Island was built in 1966 by Resorts International. Beneath the second bridge, we have a little area that we call Porter's Ski Dock. That's where you can get your fresh fish, conch, fruits, and vegetables at a reasonable price. That whole back stretch is known as Paradise Island. You can get there by ferry boat or you can take the bridge. The Atlantis Resort is that tall coral structure. That's where your celebrities such as Oprah Winfrey, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Stevie Wonder, that's where they stay when they visit the island. Also in that area is dolphin encounters as well as a yoga retreat. Moving further to the east, you may notice some green shuttered windows. That there is the cloisters. It's a French monastery built as a gift, but each stone was brought in directly from France. Moving further to the east, where the condos are in those residential areas, that's where Michael Jordan and Oprah Winfrey have their winter residence. That area was once a golf course and an airstrip. Straight ahead, you can see a green scenery piece of land. That is Athol's Island. It was used as a quarantine back in the day to host illegal immigrants. This whole entire area is known as Montagu Seabed. One of the reasons for that is when you decide to take one of those glass-bottom ferry rides, they bring you within this area here so you can get a beautiful view of the coral reef and the seabed as well. Now looking straight ahead, you can see some condominiums. Those are Dickey's Point condominiums, the oldest condominiums here on the island. Further to the east, you may notice a pink and white building. That there is the Yacht Haven. It's a private club, but scenes from that haven may be seen on films such as Jaws 4. As you came around the front, you may have noticed a little sailboat. That there is the Yacht Club, and that sailboat belongs to Sir Durrett Knowles. He was a Bahamian who won an Olympic gold medal in sailing in 1964. And as you came past, you may have noticed a lot of the tall corporate buildings. Well, those buildings were not there many years ago. They sit on a site that once hosted one of the most fashionable hotels here on the island, Fort Montagu Beach Hotel. It was built in 1928, open until about the later 80s, and then it was deployed in 1993 just to host the roadways and change to accompany the Atlantis and Paradise Island. But the Montagu area in general, known for its regattas, cookouts, workouts, or just to have a relaxing day at the beach. Just like the beautiful seagulls, they too, like Bahamians, come out to have a good time. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you for visiting our historic site today.